Hello! In this tutorial, I'll be introducing you on how to add new posts to your Media Center section. A post can be a variety of different categories. You'll notice on your news section to the left that you'll have several different categories to choose from for your posts. To the right, you'll see a listing of all of those posts, and these are basically the summaries of those posts. So if I were to click on this, it's going to take me to the full story, which includes a photo and a lot more content. So I'm going to show you how to do this right now. So to begin, we are going to go to our Drupal navigation bar. We're going to go to Content. We will then go to News. And what you'll find here is basically your news section. This shows you all of your news posts. If you want to search for a specific post, you can click on Publish Date to go find that post. You can also choose to look for something that is featured versus not featured, or whenever it was updated. So for right now, we're going to create a new post. So we're going to say Add New Post. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to be creating a post off of content that was sent to me. So I'm going to go look at my Word document right now on that content. And basically, this is something that our corporation wants to put up into the news post. So I am going to select all of the content and copy it. And I am going to go back to my Drupal. And what I'm going to do is, I have a few sections here, but I'm going to go ahead and skip down to the content section so I can post that content. So I'm going to click in this area and I'm going to paste it. And what you'll find is I now have all of that content, including links, in this section. Now what I want to do is, my title is something that I don't want into the content any longer. So I am going to get rid of that, and I'm going to fix the spacing here. And this works just like at Microsoft Word. It's better if you have HTML knowledge and you put this into an HTML program first, so that you get all the spacing exactly the way that you want it, and that you know that it's going to be displayed correctly. So that's the best way to go about that. But now that I have that titled copy, I'm going to come over here to News Title, and I'm going to paste it right there. And that's going to be the title that shows up basically throughout the news section. Now you'll notice what it does is it generates a friendly URL, and that's a pretty long URL. So what I do is I usually tend to shorten it. So I'm going to select part of that, shorten it down so it's just short and simple, but still relates to the title. Now I'm also going to choose an image for this post. So I'm going to say Choose Image. And let's go find this one. I believe we're going to have to dig through some folders. So you'll give me a minute. Okay, here we go. The one on podcasts. Okay, so this image basically is placed just below the title and above the content. Now the summary portion is really important. It's just a short synopsis of what this article is about. So usually I take 1 or 2 paragraphs and throw it into that section. So I'm going to copy this and put that into the summary. Now if I want to add an image to the content, you can click anywhere into the content and choose to add an image by using this button, or you'll notice other features like you can choose bold, italics, underline, things like that to go ahead and work on these features. But like I said, it's really better to use this, to design this using HTML. And if you click on source here, you'll notice that this is your HTML source, and it's better to just paste your HTML in there so you can ensure what your article is going to look like. So here's that space again. I'm going to get rid of it. Okay, so I have this all filled out. The last thing that I need to do is I need to go to Publishing. And I need to choose for this to be published. If we don't do this, then it's not going to show up. Now if I choose featured, featured basically means it's going to show up in another area or an additional area, and it also requires a thumbnail. I'll show you where that is in a minute. Also, you don't want to forget to choose your category. If you do not use the category system, then your Monavi on the Move will not be as dynamic as it could be. So for this one, we're just going to choose corporate event. And I'm going to say save. And when it's done that, what I can do is I can choose publish date because I want to see it right away. Make sure that it's created accurately, and this is the post here. So I'm just going to click on this, and it's going to take me directly to the post. So this shows me all of the content. This is the image that I added, and then this is all of the content and the links and everything for that post. So basically, I've created the post. Now, if it were featured, I could click on featured and it would show up in that category. It would also show up on the featured section right down here. This is where those little thumbnails come into play, and we have a document for you that tells you the size of those thumbnails that we will be sending you. So that's basically the featured section. And then this is basically the news section. Please watch part 2 of this video section or tutorials in order to see how to take one of these Monavi slider images and connect it to the post that I just created. Alright, thank you.